Hello everyone. So now we are going to do our another part of writing section in 12th standard. In the second term, we are having three parts of writing section. That is, one is short composition, invitation, formal and informal invitation, which we already have done. Then we have done application for job, that is CV, biodata. Now coming to the third part, this is also a long composition, report writing. Now, what is a report? Report. Suppose if you have seen some celebration, any incident, event that you are going to write in your own words, right? Whatever you have seen, there are so many celebrations in your school also, or maybe you are a journalist, you are a reporter, whatever you have seen, you are writing in your own words. Now, report writing, the types of reports which we are doing in 12th standard. Basically the reports are of three types. One is newspaper, another one is for school magazine, and another one, the third one is business report. But the business report is not part of our curriculum, so we will do only two, that is report for newspaper and report for school magazine, or the factual description or the process writing. Now, what are the things to include in that? First is the report. I'll just tell you the brief introduction. Clear and concise document. What is the purpose of writing a report, right? What exactly you have seen? It can be any event, it can be incident. Okay. Now, the things which we have to remember always: report is a description of an event that has already taken place. It is a factual account of some event or happening that may have occurred somewhere but is of interest to the general masses or the readers for whom it is meant. Just like nowadays, the elections campaigns are going on, the vaccination camps are going on. So, whatever we have seen, we are writing the report of that. A newspaper report must be comprehensive but brief, factual yet interesting, because the words are counted. So that is why the newspaper report should be comprehensive. Factual reporting is the accurate and truthful coverage of an event. It is a brief review of a situation or a process that includes only the relevant points and information. Now, the things which you should keep in mind always: the report is always written in the third person, an indirect speech. Suppose if I am writing a report, I am not going to use first person. I am telling something which I already have seen, that is in the indirect form. Suppose there was a vaccination camp in our area on this and that day. So everything in third person, passive voice is used. The language should be neutral and figurative. Ornamental language is avoided. Okay, don't try to use the proverbs and the catchy slogans, nothing like that. Ornamental language is avoided because we have to be very much factual things we have to mention. So the content should include when, where, why, and how of the topic to be written about. The next point, this is the format according to the CBSE scheme. Heading is central alignment. You have to write the report heading. Okay, just like the annual day celebration, then election campaign, vaccination campaign. So everything heading in the central alignment. Then there are two things you have to keep in mind. If you are writing the newspaper report, place, date, right? Place and date is required. But if you are writing for school magazine, place and date is not required in the beginning. It can be somewhere in the in between the report, but not in the beginning. Now, after heading, second point is byline, right? Who is the person who is writing the report? What is his designation and for what he is writing? That, suppose if you are a journalist, so you simply write your name, which is given in the question, not your real name, and then you write a newspaper reporter, then Times of India. So headline followed by byline, and the third one is place, date, and body. So introduction part, first line you have to include what, who, when, where, and second line why, and third one people died or injured. This is about some accident if you have seen. Now the main content is how exactly incident took place. Don't try to write something from you. Whatever you have seen, the factual description you have to write there, and the conclusion, summarize the end of the incident with current situation. Try you are writing three paragraphs. First paragraph, date, time, place. Time is not required. Date, place, and day. And just start the report from the same line for the newspaper. And the second one, elaborate it, second paragraph. And third one, summarize it. And you can use some suggestion also. Now you can just see The format is given headline, byline, then place, date, and month, opening paragraph, how and why in the second one, what was involved in that, experts, feedback, then conclude the report. Three paragraphs I told you to include it. So, this is about something what happened in the school. Some ABC International organizes green drive, so headline followed by byline, then date. If it is okay, you in school magazine the date is not in the punching line, it can be in between anywhere. That is your choice. This much flexibility is given for the school magazine. Again, make sure who was a chief guest. Means second paragraph is very much important because there you are explaining the things, okay. And the last one, if you want, and past tense, I'm again and again telling you, because report is always in past tense, and conclude by giving some suggestion also, that can be a present form. How to write a newspaper report? Just like I told you, leading line usually answers the question who, what, where, when, and why. Okay, something, if you have seen some accident, some train accident, bus accident, some event, some celebration, everything. So what was the event, why, who was the person who inaugurated it, means everything in the punching line. Why this incident happened, how it happened, narrate in the incident in the chronological order. Okay, eyewitness account add to the authenticity of the news. Don't try to write anything from your side, that should be factual. You can include some quotes for the eyewitnesses comments, but not for the journal accident. We don't use some quotes and figurative language, that is not for newspaper. Describe the future course of action being planned, okay. And remember to use simple, clear but formal language. This is for newspaper reports, okay. And for, just like I told you, every news article as a headline, you have seen, you read the newspaper, you have seen many of the reports. So just to attract or grab the attention of the reader, the headline must be catchy, okay. The brief means brief, leave out article, preposition while possible, because English is a language. When we are using it as a language, then grammatical errors and everything is counted. Of course you will have to remember the things when you're writing it, but you avoid something that is not required there. Just write brief. By lines, since this is your news article, you need to let the reader know who wrote it, okay. So your byline is most important, which is given in the question, not your actual name, followed by name, staff reporter, and name of the newspaper. And on the next line, write the name of city where the incident took place and date. After this, you just see this example is given. A road accident took place on SG Highway in Ahmedabad. So write a report in about 200 words covering the accident as a reporter for the Indian Express. So see the date and city name is given, reported by this and that, three paragraph, when this incident happened and what was involved, everything in elaborated way. Second paragraph and third is concluded. That is for newspaper. After this, again a blood donation camp in your school. So for the school, when you're writing, Red Cross Society organized blood donation camp in TCS Gandhinagar for its employees. So write a report in about 200 words. So again I'm telling you this thing, make sure this is a long composition, so everything you have to, you can just take the screenshot if you want, but whenever you see this thing, when you start writing things, everything is clear to you. This is not a tough job. Always remember some of the points. Just simply you have to write the report in past tense, okay. Don't use the first person, use indirect speech, and use passive voice. Report is basically this, everything in past tense. Don't use first person, indirect speech, and passive voice, okay. This exactly is the format according to the CBSE. For magazine report, heading, byline, opening paragraph, account of the event, and conclusion. And for newspaper, headline, byline along with the designation, date and place, which is not required in magazine, opening paragraph, account of the event with an eyewitness remarks, and conclusion, right. Everything is build your own distinctive writing style, that I'm just again and again telling you, because writing is very important. It's up to us. If we'll keep on practicing the thing, then we can master of that thing, right. Everybody, all the best for the future. Thank you so much.